What it is, party people, I'm back at again with another video. So I asked on my Instagram a few weeks ago if they wanted me to recreate this look, and the responses were a go. So I did, in this video, I did do my best to recreate this look. Unfortunately, at the time of the look, I did not record. So I don't even recall what products I use, what eyeshadow colors I use. I kind of just winged it. So I did the best that I can. If anything, I think I'm just gonna call this segment recreate the beat. Kind of rhymes. Recreate the beat, where I recreate some of my looks. Maybe you guys can send me some looks to recreate, and I try my best to, make them come to life at the best way I know how to. So stick around, watch me do my madness, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the primer as always. So right now the primer I'm using is, I don't know if you can see it, it's the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer. So now that I got my trusty mirror, don't come for the ghetto mirror. I have yet to buy a new one, but I'm getting a makeup vanity, like a mirror. I'm DIYing it. Here, a little bit here. Tell me you're Jamaican without telling me you're Jamaican. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to buy some black curtains, but I need the bar. I'm not installing that by myself. I already built this desk by myself and it took me like an hour and a half. Yeah, you guys, like, if you like this idea of me recreating certain looks, not just my own looks, but other people's, I think it'd be fun. Ugh, not the corona. I would put music on, but a bitch is not trying to get copyright, okay? Oh my god. So my intro, let me tell you how it took me like 3 weeks to get it done, because everything was copyright this, copyright that, and I was getting so upset. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for music for my intro. I don't just want to slap on any kind of music like I did with my previous intro, because let's just be real, I was in a rush. I did not know what I was doing. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. But I made my own, which I'm very proud of myself. Yeah, maybe I'll try producing. Pharrell, call me. I'm so joking. So next, I'm going to take my NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in black. Did everybody have a good Christmas? Did we have a good Christmas? A good New Year's? I unfortunately had to work New Year's Day, so I didn't do anything. I went to work, came home, watched a few movies, but yeah. And I was telling my dad that, just looking back in my like early 20s, that we used to do a lot for New Year's, like find events, find outfits, figure out who's driving, alcohol pregame. Like, I'm just remembering like how we almost never did coat check, just because, at the end of the night, everybody's rushing to get their coats or whatever. And my fear was my jacket getting stolen. Like, no. You're not going to steal my jacket. We're fighting. The whole coat check team, I'm fighting everybody. But we used to leave our jackets in the car. And like, stand in line for like 10, 15, sometimes 20, 25 minutes in the cold. We were wild. And then at the end of the night, we would like run to the car, like mad dash to the car. And it didn't even make sense that we were running to the car because the car was cold. Like, I don't know. It was a very interesting time. And we did that for too long, for way too long. And it wasn't until like I want to say like our late 20s that we really were like, yeah, the jackets are not staying in the car anymore. We're getting too old for this. We can't be doing this. So it became a coat check thing. Just don't leave your valuables in your coat. But yeah, so that's how the eyebrows look. And next is the concealer. Go out, and it used to be wintertime. I don't even understand like how we survived going out wearing these. I almost never wore skirts or like any kind of dresses to clubs because I like pants, and like when the spirit hits me and my song comes on, let's just say we ain't giving nobody a free show, all right? But clubbing is also different now than it was 10 years ago. Oh my god, 10 years ago. Anyways, especially I live outside of Toronto, but you know, majority of the partying that I did do was in Toronto, and it has definitely changed in the sense of a lot of the clubs that we used to attend they no longer exist. So if you're from the GTA, you're old enough to remember like Oso, Aria, Home nightclub. That was actually one of the first nightclubs I've ever been to for my 19th birthday. There was Embassy, XS. We actually used to go to XS a lot. Like, it was actually so disgusting how often we used to go to that club. But it was I think it was like relatively cheap to get in. Ladies were usually, I think, free or like $5. And guys usually would pay like 10 or 15. But we usually got in for free or for like $5 before a certain time. But yeah, partying is definitely different. A lot of the clubs are gone, and I'm surprised Luxy is still around, because Luxy and Sugar Daddies, I'm surprised they're still around, but those have been around for as long as I can remember. We don't go there anymore. It's just too much. I think as I get older, like, that kind of thing is not fun for me anymore. I'd rather go to somebody's house and sit and have a glass of wine and, you know, talk. Game nights are a thing. So now that I've done my eyebrows and we've cleaned them up a bit with a bit of concealer, I'm going to take Stuck on You. I don't know if it's gonna... Honestly, I've had this for a while and it's still, like, it's nowhere close to being done. It's probably one of the best primers I've ever used. Like, hands down. It don't move. My eyeshadow, it don't move. So now that the primer is on, I'm taking my James Charles palette. And I like to keep this because I like to know the names. And of course, now since I'm doing this YouTube thing, I figured people are going to want to know the colors of what I've used. So, what I've learned over the years about makeup, especially about eyeshadow, is having a transition color or base color always helps. Before I did not know that, and that's why I looked crazy. Anyways, so I find that a light brown for any look, or yeah, for any look, can be your base. Something that's close to your natural skin color, so it doesn't look ashy or look crazy or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of my Morphe brushes. They're not numbered. I don't know what the number is, but it looks like this. So I'm gonna take the color Punch Me in this palette. So Punch Me is this color right here. And I'm just gonna put it all over my lid because that's what I recall doing. And we're just going to like pack it in. I find packing it in as opposed to like sweeping is a little bit better, just in case you have a primer that kind of moves. I'm looking at the picture and I'm really trying to remember what I did. No Beams, which is this color right here, and applied it to my outer corner just to kind of darken it up a bit. I've taken a different brush, again, that much, and I'm just packing it into my outer corner. I remember because the shirt is like, it's like a multicolored shirt, interesting pattern. That's what, you know, drew my eye to it. So I wanted the makeup to be sultry, kind of like almost like a smoky eye, but not really. I don't think I was in a rush, but I just, at the time I didn't even think about like recording. I was like, just get ready, throw together a look and call it a day. It's the outer corner up until like maybe about here. So almost like halfway. Because I want the green and a bit of like the black to, you know, transition into the brown, if that makes sense. You'll see. A transition color on top of a transition color to help. So with the inner corner, it's going to be like a sparkly brown. So that will, the Punch Me will help blend that in together, if that makes sense. Sacha Buttercup. And it already looks better. Pack that in, not sweep it in, pack it in. Also up here where I put the concealer. I will say that Sacha Buttercup is very inexpensive. I paid 20 something. And to be quite honest, I thought it was more expensive than that. I really did. But it's not in your regular like Sephora or Ulta if you live in the US. You have to buy on Amazon, which I didn't know. Like all these YouTube beauty gurus I be following, they not once said that you cannot find this at Sephora. So me in Sephora typing in Sacha Buttercup, going to Sephora, and like I should have asked, but I felt like, you know, I go to Sephora enough to know where everything is, you know? So what I might have done is I've taken this green and I applied like black eyeshadow just to kind of darken it up because I don't actually have a dark green eyeshadow. So I don't know how I did it. Anyways, we're gonna, this is what this segment is about, recreating. So next, the color that I'm going to take is, it's black, Spooky. So this is Spooky right here. So I'm gonna, working with black eyeshadow, a little bit goes a long way. Like, I'm not even joking. And because it's obviously such like a harsh color, you have to be very careful. So I'm taking this brush, lightly applying it to my outer corner and kind of just like bringing it in to the center. So I'm just gonna tap that in just like that, because again, black is super harsh. I'm gonna blend that out. Blend. Now you can see it kind of has like an ombre effect where it's, you know, from lightest to darkest, and then I'm just gonna deepen it up. I think what I'm gonna take next is a little bit of Benny. Again, a little bit goes a long way with these colors. And again, just tap in the outer corner, blend. I might have taken this color right here. I don't know if we can see it. This color right here. And that color is Walk. Put it on the, like where the colors meet. So the Benny and where the dark eyeshadow meet. It's kind of, it's a like a sparkle color to kind of soften it a little bit. I'm gonna start the inner corner of my eye, so it looks like I might have taken like a completely different like little mini palette like this or like this. These are from Ipsy Face. So this is called Face right here. It's a little shimmer. This brush, I'm putting it all over my eyelid. Well, just the inner corner up until where the color meets. This is where like the hard part kind of comes in, because you gotta blend the two colors together. And using James Charles, the color Daddy. This color right here is called Daddy. And over top of that, like that shimmery green, I'm gonna kind of blend out everything. So where it meets like the gold. So then I'm gonna go back with Face and just kind of go over some spots. I have two different foundations here. I don't even know what brand. Oh, Maybelline Fit Me in the color Coconut 355. Is it gonna focus? I have NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the color Cappuccino. Says right. It says Cappuccino. So I don't know. I feel like this is a little bit more red. And this one, I don't know. But we're gonna try something here. Oh, we can mix it. I mean, I literally just put on top of each other. They look the same. I mean, let's hope for the best here. I don't want to be casket sharp. So now we have a better brush. But when I first started wearing foundation, I think I was in like the 11th grade. It was so funny because back then, like, we didn't have like YouTube like that where you could refer to. It's literally like I go to the store, I rely on my common sense to figure out which foundation is for me. And there was nobody that I could, you know, go to say, hey, like, you know, what foundation do you recommend? It was nothing like that. So I really had to rely on, you know, my two eyeballs to help me choose a foundation. Again, YouTube was not around, so nobody told me was to blend it out into your neck. Like, and I'm so glad that, oh, that I don't have any pictures to show because embarrassing. But I literally would only just, this is before I had a double chin, I would take it to like right here. Oh my God. And to be fair, if you're a millennial, we all had like makeup faux pas. And also, to be fair, again, like there was no platform where you could go. You really had to just rely on the people at MAC or like Sephora. But even back then, there was nobody really, at least the Sephoras and the MACs that I was going to, there was really nobody who had like the same skin tone as me. So I was like, do I rely on Sarah and Michaela to know my skin color and what foundation will work best for me without looking like I just fucking jumped out of a casket? So that was hard. But for the most part, it was tough. Like I said, I've always been into makeup, but it was tough because the women in my family don't wear makeup like that, not to this extent where, you know, they're doing eyebrows, they're doing lashes or whatever, contour, things like that. So I had nobody to really kind of guide me. On what I should buy, what I shouldn't buy. It's looking a little orange, but for the most part, it looks like it matches. Like a setting like this. But, bitch, when you be taking those pictures, like, who let out the casket? Who exhumed this body? So good. And it's this color right here. And I just highlighted underneath my brow bone here. So it went from, you know, well, you see, I don't know how to explain it, to be quite honest. So to like the end of my eyebrow. I'm gonna take is my concealer, LA Girl Pro in the color Fawn. Ooh, can't be squaring like that. We on YouTube.
Nasty bitch.
And just highlight. You can't really see it on camera. But, and then I like to go to the outer corner, just above my cheek. That also cleans up any eyeshadow as well. And then I like to do this. I never used to do all this. I used to just slap on some eyeshadow. Slap on some foundation. I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I never even used to do eyebrows. Which, looking back, I was like, what is your problem? Never used to do lashes. And like, again, what's your problem? What are we doing here? How are you living without lashes? And then we gonna blend it out. So I don't know why it looks like that. Maybe it's because the foundation is pretty much the same, but I didn't want it to be too light for it to look scary. Ring light. So ring light, it's this shimmery color right here. It's really good for when you're like, you know, trying to highlight your inner corner. So in looking at the picture again, it looks like it's a little bit more copper on the inner corner to the middle. So what I'm gonna do is, again, I got this from Ipsy. Let's see. So the color that I'm gonna take, oh, it doesn't even have color. It just says Champagne Shimmer Palette. So I'm just gonna take this little copper color here and kind of just apply it where like the dark eyeshadow and the lighter eyeshadow meet. So I don't know if you can see it. And then what I'm gonna do is, of course, like blend it out or whatever. So I'm just doing a sweeping motion, colors meet, and just tapping it. So the way I'm tapping it is vertical, just along where the colors meet. Lashes next. A lot of people have asked me where I get my lashes from, and it's this company called Alyssa Beauty. They're no longer called Alyssa Beauty, but Girl Boss Cosmetics. I will link their Instagram down below, or I'll like insert it right here. For the last year, I have been purchasing my lashes from them, or from her, I should say. Great customer service. I have never had an issue with them. I think my favorite lash by her is, I think it's called Calabasas. So the lash glue I like to use is Duo. It's the clear one, brush on adhesive with vitamins. Oh, I didn't know they had vitamins in lash glue, but okay. Alrighty. I used to use the black color. And this is when I was like first starting to wear like lashes. Big mistake. I thought, yeah, I wear eyeliner. It'll blend in with the eyeliner, but the problem is when you make a mistake and it gets on your eyelid, like on your eyeshadow, and it would always be like just before I was about to leave. Like I usually do lashes last, and it would just be all over my eye, and I would be so pissed. So when I went into Walmart and I was like, they have a clear kind, I would sign me up. I saw a video where a girl on TikTok was putting it like underneath, and I was like, oh no. We cannot do that. We can't do that. Because it was bad enough getting used to like them sitting on top, but underneath, girl, you're gonna be sending me to the ER. I'm very like sensitive about my eyes. Like, if you notice that mascara is not a part of my routine at all. I think that's like the one like makeup item that I personally, I can't get jiggy with it.
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I personally cannot get jiggy with it. Because when I did wear it, it would always, no matter what mascara I used to use, it would always make my eyes super red. And I couldn't understand. So I just feel like, am I allergic? Is it something in like, am I getting too close to my eye? But no matter which way I was putting it on, and now this eyelash is, it was always a problem. And I'd always get questions like, are you smoking? No, bitch, I put on mascara. Makeup is fun to put on, but to take off, especially at the end of the night, girl, and you're drunk. Come on now. Come on, somebody. It is hard. It is hard. And I'm not even gonna front. I've slept in makeup quite a bit of times because I was just too drunk to take it off. But a trick, I shouldn't say it's a trick, but if you are of age and you are a drinker, what I used to do and what I still do is if I know I'm going to drink, right before I leave, I put all the essentials like on my bed or on my nightstand. So I'll put makeup wipes on my bed so I can lie down and take off everything. I will put makeup remover by my bed, paper towels, a water bottle, like 2 water bottles, one for like, you know, my face and one just to drink because, you know, hydration. And I would also put a plastic bag just in case I needed to throw up. And what else did I used to put on my bed? Advil, Tylenol, ibuprofen, whatever the hell you use. That was beside my bed. So if I was too drunk to go to my bathroom and take off all my makeup, I would just do it in bed and I would have like all the essentials around me. I know everybody says, oh my God, I can't do it. I can't do makeup. Shut up. If I can be self-taught, you can be self-taught too. It's all about patience. It's the willingness to learn. And because I love makeup so much, I'm willing to learn. And yeah, I like to put on a face. I like to explore. I'm more of like a creative person, like an artsy kind of person. And that's where I always excelled. I was never like, I mean, English was one of my favorite subjects in school. And my grades for that were always high. But for like math, history, science, I'm like, girl, if I get a 50, I am Gucci, okay? And I know that that's not the way to think, but for me, I just knew school wasn't for I. And I knew that I would excel in other areas. So like, if I could go back, I would put in more effort. But at the same time, like, once you know yourself, you know your capabilities and you know what's not for you and what's for you. So I just knew that I was never going to go into a profession where it required me to do like y equals mx plus b or like, you know, fractions. I always knew that I would be getting into something that would allow me to express myself, like YouTube, because I have complete control over the things I want to say and the things I want to do. And being in a corporate job, if you can call it that, there's a lot of limitations. There's a lot of, oh, well, you can't do this and you can't, like, I'm a free bird, caw. Like, I don't like the rules, okay? I make the rules. Anyways, I never used to do this. Don't come for me in the comments. Is I never used to wipe off the foundation on my lips after I'm done. I used to just slap on a lip. I know, amateur, but now we know better, okay? So I just take a Q-tip. And I just clean up the edges. I understand, I'm like, sometimes why does my lips look so cakey? Not cluing in that
You stupid.
I have foundation underneath this lip. So the last step is to take my Fenty Beauty. It's called the Stunna Lip Paint Uninvited. So it's black. Actually, it's not the last step. I still have eyeliner. It's harsh, so I don't put on any lip liner because it's pointless. kind of messed up here, but we can fix it. So the makeup look is done. I'm just fixing my hair to take a picture, give you guys a better like view of how the makeup looks. But yeah, let me know if this is something that you guys are interested in seeing, where I recreate some of my old looks, recreate other people's looks, send me looks, and I'll try my best. Yeah, I think this is gonna be like a fun segment where I can kind of put my own spin on things and you guys can kind of see like the creative madness. So yeah, and listen to me talk, of course. She's done. I think she's done. I think that's as good as it's gonna get right now. But yeah. So this is the final look. As mentioned before, the look on the right, I did not record, so I was just kind of going off of memory. But I do think I did pretty good, considering the fact. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think this was a success or was it a dub. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.